Hello traders. Welcome back to the channel. And this is a weekly review of my performance as a Kenyan trader. Uh, Last week, 6 days ago, I made a video. If I only had $100 to trade and a full-time job, that was on June 28th, which was on Sunday. So I started the week with very big ambitions and intentions. And my intentions were to fund $100 account with Xness, of course. And my goal was trying for the whole month to make $193.5 for the whole month. So I could replicate what I was getting from my job. So if you have not watched this video, you go back and watch this video for context. So here is where we are studying right now. If you look at my email, you see this account suspension notice. I decided to take a different route than the route that I had already decided, which was to focus on flipping this $100 account. So when I funded this $100 account, I went into around $30 drawdown, and I promised myself if I get out of that $30 drawdown, I'm going to withdraw $40 and get a 50K instant account with Equity Edge. If you look at my website or my browser here, you'll see the account I started on 2nd of July 2026, which was on Thursday. 2nd of July 2026 was on Thursday, and violated this or breached this account yesterday on 3rd of July, which was on Friday. So the reason I breached this a 50K instant account is because there's a rule I didn't read on Equity Edge that you are not supposed to hold trades over the weekend on instant accounts. So I thought it was just going to be an account suspension for some few days, but it ended up being a hard breach. And when I contacted customer support, they said that they had already sent this. They had already sent this news that due to the bank holiday, US bank holiday, there was adjustment to trading hours across the selected markets, and it happened that metals, because I trade gold, was one of those instruments that would be affected by that adjustment in trading hours. So the market closed early at 8 p.m. East African time, which and I had a running trade, which led to the breach of this 50K instant account. You can see the email which came at around midnight, 1 hour past midnight, 17 hours ago. And the reason for breaching the account is because of violating the weekend holding rule for the instant account. So this 50K account I had purchased with $40 that I withdrew from this $100 that I had funded. So after withdrawing that $40 that I used to purchase that instant account, my account was left with about $51. I had not managed to recoup of the drawdown. I was about $10 in drawdown. So after withdrawing $40 and $10 in drawdown, my account was sitting at $51. So the $10 loss And by the end of the week, I was down at about $28. So right now my account is sitting at $30, and I also have a running trade, which is $6 in profit. So if you go to the gold chart, you'll see executed the trade at around the 1 hour candle. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. This was support zone after price traded below this low right here. So when price closed inside, that was a signal for me to start looking for buys. And when I looked at there's a lower time frame setup at around this zone, I found an entry bailed out on the first position. As you can see on this journal, I bailed out at a small loss, and then I re-entered again. And this is the trade that when the market closed, it was still running on this $100 challenge. Over the course of the week, I have had so many trades, and each is colored with a different color. So each color means it's a single trade, but with maybe multiple positions. So this is one trade, another trade, but these three with the same color is the same trade, but multiple positions. So you can see over the course of the week, I had about 13 trades, and only two were winners. Yeah, only two were winners. So you can see if you look at my journal, and if you're a Kenyan trader, this is, even if you are not a Kenyan trader, this is one of the journals you should be looking forward to use. I'm still learning how to use it. I haven't uploaded much on this platform except my trade report that I downloaded directly from the MT5 and uploaded here, and it was automatic. This is a very good job. So if you're a Kenyan trader or even outside Kenya, you can use this platform. You can see the link to this journal, which I'll put on down there on the description box. So can you be using this journal for your trading? It has a lot of things you could do. You could upload your setup. You can see the PNL. So this is the PNL. So you can see yesterday I lost $3.78. If you go to the report from MT5, it's $3.78. So it's very, very accurate. So this is one journal you look forward to be using. As you can see, each and every day was a losing day, except on Monday of 29th. It was the only profitable day. So the other $20 that you saw here was just recouping loss. So it was not a profitable day, this one. So that's how my trading week has been. My account right now is sitting at around $30, and then we have this $6 profit on this trade that I left running over the weekend. Hopefully the market doesn't open with a gap down, because if it does, it's not going to respect my stop loss, and I might end up losing the whole account. So my goal is for price to raid the high of the previous week high. As you can see, this was Asian high. London opened this candle. This was London open at 9 a.m. East African time, but it didn't take Asian high. So this is an incomplete cycle, and the market is much likely to trade to this level here, take liquidity, and then maybe reprice down to fill these inefficiencies right here. So I don't know if the market will start with the retracement. The market might start with the retracement down here, then decide to go up, or might actually trade up higher, take liquidity above this high, and then drop down to maybe the equilibrium of this price range before going up higher. I don't know. So I'm just waiting for market open, see how we open, either with a gap or not, a gap higher or a gap lower, and then I'll know the fate of this account. So this marked here was NFP. I had a trade that I bailed out during NFP. I didn't hold and trade during NFP on the instant account, but I lost. I had actually sold gold. I was expecting this low to be traded through before you can trade through this high, but the market ended up trading to the high first, and the reason I have put this mark here is because I wanted to see how that happened, okay? For lack of a better excuse. So that's it. This is a trade that is running. Hopefully, it will play in my favor, and maybe I can recoup the drawdown on that account and then start the process all over again. So on this chart, markups was not here for the week. Today is on Saturday, and I was doing some backtesting because I've not done backtesting for a long time, and I think that's the reason why I've not been in sync with the market this week. I was wrong on bias multiple times. My executions were flawed. So that's not an excuse, but I think I'm looking forward to do better in the coming week. So that's all for today. Make sure also to go back to your chart and backtest and see if you also learn something. Personally, I learned something from the backtest. I saw what I was not seeing, and I'm expecting to do better in the coming week. So, and maybe recoup this $28 drawdown and see whether we'll continue with this $100 challenge or we'll just quit, forfeit, and get a prop firm account. Personally, I think it's possible, just that I had a very out of sync, not a bad week, it's out of sync with the marketplace. So let's see how next week will be. Have a nice weekend. See you later.